No. Let's get it. Ed and Zay in here. There he is. Here he is, Jose.
We back. Alrighty.
For another live.
Everybody tuned into the live stream. Today is this the third episode?
This is the fourth.
Alright, today is the fourth episode. Today we're going to be sticking to a topic. The last couple of lives have been kind of more freestyle-y. Today's live stream is going to be more direct and to the point. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting us. We have been uploading these live streams on YouTube. If you want to watch the full live streams and you don't catch a live, they are on either Tadz Astrology on YouTube or Young Zay Astrology. With that being said, today's topic, do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, I'll go for it. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about the different social media platforms, and we're going to give them a zodiac sign attributed to each. So we're going to be mentioning all like the big social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And we're going to go through and just give a zodiac sign to each and kind of go in detail, talk about it, and talk about our reasons why. So, is that right, Zay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so
you got the list. So
I got the list. All right. So I'm going to start. We're going to start since we're on this app. We're going to start with TikTok. So TikTok, what zodiac sign is TikTok, Zay?
All right, so TikTok is a motherfucking Virgo, and TikTok is a Virgo because this app is very strict on what you can and cannot say. And on top of that, there's just a lot of people on this app who kind of speak their mind and don't have a filter. I would say also this is the most used app in the world currently, and Virgo rules routine and pattern. So people are on this shit every fucking day.
I also want to mention too, like Virgo, editing is a very Virgo thing, and I would say TikTok has, if not the most edits, like the most edited, mixed up, altered videos. That's very Virgo engineered, like messing with the graphics and stuff. That's very Virgo type traits too, and I think TikTok uses a lot of that that editing too.
Yeah, and also fun fact, TikTok was first launched in September 2016. It doesn't go any further than that.
So yeah, it's basically automatically sun sign Virgo anyway.
Yeah, but so TikTok is a Virgo. I think everybody on here is very Virgo-like because everybody is building their platform off of what they think about. Everybody is very truthful on this app. There's a lot of fucking,
the hidden secrets kind of come out, and Virgo is usually one of the faces for that,
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say TikTok is definitely a Virgo.
What's up, Queen Mama?
But so that was the first one, TikTok.
So yeah, all right. So the next one, I'm gonna say the next one. So the next one we got Instagram. So we said TikTok was a Virgo, right? For zodiac signs going through each of the social media platforms and given them all a zodiac. And we said TikTok was Virgo. Instagram, we're going to do Instagram now. And we said Instagram is a Libra. Instagram is Libra. And why? Say, what's the reason why Instagram's a Libra?
Instagram is a Libra because people follow each other and don't actually like who they're following. And I would say that on top of that, everybody is obsessed on likes and whether or not people like their, what they're posting. And I would say like perception is a very Libra-esque thing. And I think that, yeah, Instagram is kind of just filled with a lot of Libra energy in the sense that everybody is kind of trying to play nice. Nobody really goes like super crazy on Instagram. Like everybody kind of like posts just like regular stuff. Like they post like the highlights. Nobody ever posts like the lowlights or anything like that. Everything is like all cream and peaches on Instagram.
And people are less inclined to unfollow people that they follow because they're being nice and stuff like that. I also wanted to mention that Libra is like represent, aesthetics and beauty. And Instagram is very like aesthetics, right? A lot of people go on vacation and they put like the pictures on Instagram, and usually those pictures, like everyone's stories, like that they post if like, if they're going somewhere exotic, or their collages, like, Instagram lets you put up like 20 pictures. Like that's a good way to show your aesthetic, like it's a good way to show that the beauty and shit. So I think Instagram's the best platform for that. It's the best, like, if you want to show your highest quality photos, like your vacation shit, like that's like aesthetic, right? So you put it on your aesthetic page. But like TikTok, if you got something to say or whatever, that's more Virgo, and Libra is more just about like the beauty and the looks and like, the niceness, and people aren't really talking that shit. But yeah, I think that's a good summary for Insta.
Yeah, no, you low key got it right there. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Instagram is definitely like some Venus shit.
Venus, right? It's got to have some Venus in it.
Yeah, nobody ever posts like anything like incredibly polarizing unless like I don't know, you follow somebody's Finsta or some shit. Then
Yeah, I just want to see like beautiful like nature or like island pics or like
women.
She doing it for the gram.
Yeah,
Do it for the gram.
I go on
That's some
Instagram.
Libra shit.
I go on Instagram to see beautiful trees. But yeah. So yeah, we did TikTok, we did Instagram. What else?
Reddit. So Reddit. We got Reddit. Reddit is Sag. Reddit's Sagittarius, and my reasoning behind Reddit being a Sagittarius is if you it's one of the best places to gain wisdom and learn and understand concepts, and expand your way of looking at something, right? A lot of people go to Reddit if they have like a very like weird question or something that I don't know. That's like a lot of people go to Reddit for that certain information, and then you will expand on that topic. Once you get into that field of Reddit, you'll see everyone else's theory on it or whatever. Yeah, what do you say about the Sag energy with Reddit?
I think Reddit is a Sagittarius because when you go on Reddit and you read some of the posts from certain subreddits, people get very intimate with their commentary. And, Sagittarius is very expressive and is very keen on sometimes proving their point to people. And no matter what subreddit you go on, like there's just a lot of circle jerking, which is basically another way of saying like people trying to prove their point. And I feel like, It's Sagittarius because Reddit kind of makes you expand your beliefs and just information in general. It's not a social media app like TikTok or Instagram where, it's based on likes and views as much. It's more so based on information. It's a forum. Sagittarius low key rules education, and forums are a place where you can converse and, discuss information. So
And
I
talk
would
about
say,
your experiences, your life
yeah,
experiences, your broad experiences.
yeah. And also just like the type of like chaos you see on Reddit is just like it's unhinged. Like Reddit is very Sagittarius because it's so fucking unhinged. Like TikTok, there's guidelines. Instagram, there's guidelines. Reddit, there are guidelines, but they're not as strict. Like you can depending on what subreddit you go into, you can basically say whatever you want and people won't even bat an eye because like everybody kind of goes on Reddit to get their shit off. Like it's kind of
Yeah, I would
funny.
say the freedom on there is pretty lenient compared to anywhere else. What you
Yeah.
can say, what you can do, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, that's true.
Yeah, and I would say
This person put a bot ass comment in here. It said, Would you pay? You got paid $1 every time you
yeah,
went. That's some bot ass shit.
I just ignored that shit. Yeah.
I had to
Nah.
mention. I had to mention since we got some engagement.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're listening and we're talking about the zodiac signs for each social media platform, give your 2 cents as well too. If you disagree or whatever, if you think differently, or if you got something else to add, because I feel like we're breaking it down pretty good, hitting all the bases. But there's definitely multiple ways of looking at this shit. We just went through Reddit talking about how it's a Sag, and how explicit Reddit can be.
No, seriously though. Yeah, I go on Reddit sometimes to look at like places that I've lived, and I follow like specific like Reddits for like rap, hip hop,
Sure.
memes. Like you could just find like anything on Reddit. Like if you just want to like find like
Communities.
random shit,
You could
like
even add
memes,
Aquarius too, because there's a lot of like Reddit communities and shit.
facts. Yeah, you could add Aquarius. Yeah,
But
no,
like even
definitely.
me, I go on there for like if I had like a I don't know, like some health issues or something that people can relate to and dealing with similar shit, um, and like remedies and shit, stuff like that. That's a big thing for Reddit. But it's usually like it's like a learning thing, right? Sag is about learning or like teaching, so I think that's very on point. All right, you want to go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what about YouTube? What'd you say the zodiac sign is for YouTube?
I would say that YouTube, if YouTube had a zodiac sign, it would be Cancer. Because Cancer is predicated on home, and it's kind of like the sign that represents like not just the mom, but also like children. And I feel like a lot of people grew up watching YouTube, and especially Gen Z. And I feel like, out of every social media app that people use at home, I would say people use YouTube the most. Like you can use YouTube everywhere, but in terms of like when you're most likely going to sit down and actually watch a YouTube video, you're probably going to do that at home. So I would say for that purpose, I'd say YouTube is probably uh, a Cancer.
Yeah, I would say Cancer is also about dealing with the vibes and right, like the vibes, like how it's feeling, like the vibe, and nostalgia, right? So old memories and stuff. A lot of us grew up like watching it as a kid, right? So it brings like it is that kind of nostalgic memories of a lot of these people that we grew up like watching, and they are like top tier celebrities now, in just regular world because they started off YouTube. So yeah, it does bring you back to like the old memories, and that comfortability. Always sitting at home and watching that on your phone at home, or being in like a private space and watching like your favorite channel. Definitely, yeah, that definitely makes sense for Cancer.
People also post very emotional content on YouTube. Like there's informative content, like, you could watch a documentary on YouTube and you could also watch something that'll like, be entertaining. You could watch gaming on YouTube. But there's like low key a lot of content creators that like record emotional ass videos. Like even like when they get frustrated, people beefing, that kind of stuff always ends up on YouTube. And like I think it's interesting because like, Cancer is a water sign and we know that water signs deal with the emotions and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's, dealing with, your internal world and how you feel. And I think when people get mad and, feel frustrated or sad, I think low key from a content creator perspective, like they would go post on YouTube, honestly, if they're trying to actually like, I don't know, connect or find some type of audience. Like I see a lot more emotional content on YouTube and dare I say spiritual content on YouTube than like any other platform. I say if I were to go like emotional and spiritual, it's
Yeah,
like next.
Cancer spiritual, right? Jupiter's exalted in Cancer.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say YouTube being a Cancer is not just because of the fact that people like watch it at home and it's kind of like a household thing on your TV, but also like the type of content that you can watch is very uh, it can be very emotional and it can be very Cancerian and very
Comforting.
yeah, very comforting. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yes, sir.
All right, that makes sense.
What's the next one?
The next one is Snapchat. And I said, so Snapchat, right? Snapchat, I said Aries, right? Because I always look at, right, the headspace, Aries. Um, I actually made a video. I don't know if you saw this one. I made a video talking about, what's her name? Leah Halton or whatever. The girl who's like made a lot of famous viral videos, right? You ever seen her? She's like Australian or whatever. But she has like the most viewed TikTok like every year. She's big on here, but
Never heard of her.
whatever
Yeah.
happened, she posted. It was just like her like lip singing a fucking song. It's just her like lip singing like a popular song in the car, and she's just really pretty, right? So I got a lot of likes. But the thing, I was like, okay, there were people like interviewing her, like Logan Paul was interviewing her, and she was like, oh, it was like a very like serving face time, serving face. That's how she said it. But I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well, serving face, like face rules, like the headspace and all. I went back to the transits, and it was like a lot of like Venus was in Aries, which Venus, right, right, love and aesthetics and shit in the headspace, right. So like that's kind of crazy how that, and when that viral video dropped, it was all this like Aries shit, right? So it was about like the face and shit. So that's why I say Aries is Snapchat, because it's like more about the face, and Snapchat is pretty much all like selfies and shit, right? If we're being general, like that's what Snapchat is, a lot of like selfies. So it's like it's a lot of your face. So that's why I said Aries. And because it's, Aries is the first house, rules the headspace, the face, whatever. That was my correlation.
Yeah, no, that's a good breakdown. I would say people, how you have like Snapchat memories. People always like save their videos that, kind of bring them back to a time at their life. They just kind of like save memories of times where they were having fun or, enjoying life. And I would say that, just the energy of,
That's fact.
looking back on memories that you had, whether that be like high school or middle school, and kind of just reminiscing on the good times. That's like low key some Aries shit. I'm not gonna lie. Aries be doing that where they be having like, the photos in the house and like, looking back on the past. Cause, Aries is like the first sign. It's the fucking, I don't want to say it's the child, but like
It
it's,
is. It's a child. You could say that. So, also, I'm. This is like another point you were saying. Oh, so also, right? You were talking about the memories and all that stuff. Like you're in high school, you can look back at your Snapchat, like whatever history. Yeah, that's being restricted. Saturn and Aries, because but if you think about it, they're taking that shit away.
Oh
They're
man.
taking out your cloud space and storage. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah,
Like they're actually getting rid of all that memory and stuff, so that you have to like buy more storage so that you could probably keep all them photos. But you like that Saturn and Aries correlation, that restriction.
that's some ass. Yeah, it's actually so interesting you brought that up.
Yeah, that's so annoying though that they're taking that shit away off
who
Snapchat.
is about to pay like
No
however
one.
much?
Everyone's got to lose all their shit.
Yeah, bro.
They gotta
Or
save that shit. They're not getting rid of that shit.
yeah, or people are just gonna take like a USB hard drive and just plug it in their computer and just start uploading shit to their fucking laptop or something so they don't lose the shit. And that's some ass, man. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, nah, Snapchat is definitely some Aries shit. And I think, Aries doesn't really care for validation. And I feel like a lot of people who use Snapchat and post their personal life, they aren't necessarily focused on validation as much as a person who would use Instagram. Like people who post religiously on IG are looking for attention. I don't care what you say. That in itself is to me some Libra shit, and like trying to like maintain an image, a perception, trying to keep your friends in the loop. That's some Libra shit. That's Instagram. Aries is more so like close friends, or like we just talked about, just having memories saved in your phone that, you can look back on and be like, damn, that was a good time in my life. That's some Aries shit. Like Aries don't need that validation like Instagram or shit. Even TikTok to a certain degree, to a large degree, fuck you mean. But
That's a good point you make about looking back, because I'm an Aries and I get a lot of Aries energy, but like really those moments, like those were some of the best times, like looking back at all like those fun pictures that you took, looking at all those fun memories and stuff, and that is some real Aries energy, like just having a joy of the moment, or just doing like getting in some fun that you really enjoy and very passionate about, like that. Yeah, that's some exciting times, man.
nah, for sure. Yeah, honestly, I think Snapchat, if you want to get, well, I wouldn't say Snapchat is, obviously like the first social media, but I think it's one of the first social media of its kind. And I think it's very innovative and very original and unique. And I think that's also why you could say Snapchat is like Aries, because when Snapchat first came out, people were using it in a way where, you know, it was just like a community based. This is just me and the homies. You got the group chats. People were using it to buy illegal. No, let me chill. But you know what I'm saying? Like people were using Snapchat for all types of
People
shit.
were
That
using
like,
it to send dirty pics.
yeah. But yeah, like honestly, like, that's the fucking. Oh
On
god,
some
yeah.
sexual shit.
Yeah. Oh god, that's some airy shit. That's some airy shit. But they really, I think Snapchat was like the first fucking social media of its kind, and I think it was so big and so popular because just the way people used it, like the way they were using it. It wasn't for validation. It wasn't for likes. It wasn't to prove a point. So.
Yeah, it was a polarizing time when that was like initiated, for sure. All right, we got the next one. The next one. You ready for this?
Yeah. Am I tripping? Am I hearing background noise? Is that you or me?
That's me clicking, probably.
It might be me. Anyways, where you guys
Yeah,
at?
I got nothing. I got no volume besides my voice.
Yeah. Where you guys at, though?
So the next topic, I was going to go to the next social media. We just wrapped up the Snapchat being Aries. I'll go through the list just in case anyone's here and missed it. But it's TikTok was Virgo, Instagram was Libra, Reddit Sag, YouTube Cancer, Snapchat Aries, and then now we're we're gonna change it up. The Hub.
Oh,
Again, but we all know that. So Twitter. What would you say Twitter or X? X now known as.
Gemini, but I'm still kind of bent on Twitter because I feel like what I wanted to say was I felt like Twitter you could either have as you could either have it as Gemini or you could have it as Pisces. And I was gonna say you could have it as
Say
Pisces.
you go your Pisces because I thought it was more Gemini. You go Pisces way.
I think Twitter is based around some Pisces energy, mainly
Now
because
Island Chick agrees. What's up, Island Chick?
like
Pisces.
people can say whatever they want and it doesn't have to be like based in any type of reality. And a lot of Twitter is very sensitive. Like people get into it on Twitter. Like, people always talk about like Twitter rants.
Mm-hmm.
People post their intrusive thoughts on Twitter, which is a Gemini thing. But
People
like
are delusional on Twitter.
yeah, some of the content on Twitter is just very like emotionally charged. Like
Well, also now that they started letting all those videos too, like the crime and shit, like that charges people emotionally. When you see now that they unfiltered all that shit, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I
I mean
think that opens up the door for a lot of like emotional rise.
right. I mean, yeah, obviously Twitter is Gemini because communication, but I think it's also Pisces too because people get really descriptive, really imaginative, and sometimes delusional as fuck on Twitter. Like people just be saying anything. I think Twitter might have the most misinformation out of any social media because people just say shit and then it gets trending. Like you can't really do that type of shit on Instagram or even TikTok to a certain degree. Like the misinformation on here can go to a large amount of people, but it's only on like one video. Like misinformation on Twitter can go everywhere because people can like repost. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I
No,
think that's
yeah, you're making sense.
yeah. I don't know. I think Twitter can be Gemini and Pisces. It's 50-50 for me.
I just say Gemini just based on the sole fact that Twitter is more words. It's more. It started as more just like typing out your thoughts, right? And Gemini is just really is like the talk. It's all about the talk, right? TikTok, you're showing your face and talking, or like all these other ones, right? Twitter is really just your words, right? And Gemini is really the words and what you have to say and stuff like that. So that's why it made sense for it to be Gemini. Because it's not. I mean, there is obviously pictures, videos, and such, but like Twitter itself was based off like saying something.
Right. Yeah.
And
No.
remember the bird, right? The bird, right? The bird, the tweet, the air, right?
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's very true. I mean, just objectively, I think it's a Gemini. I just think the way the communication is used, like how it comes across, is very Piscean. I feel like a lot of people get angry when they go on Twitter and just let loose, like on some like escapism shit. I feel like a lot of people use Twitter to like just get their rocks off on some Pisces shit. And there's really no like, what I'm saying? There's really no there is information that you can learn from and you can find a lot of interesting stuff on Twitter, but a lot of Twitter is people's opinions, people just posting like what happened to them in their day to day. It's just anything. That's why I say it's Pisces.
Yeah, it's
It's
just a
fucking
whole
everything.
it's a whole mess of shit.
Yeah.
You don't know what's real, what's not.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you don't know what's real and what's not. and yeah, just a lot of people in their feelings.
How about
Honestly,
how about how much the thing that I get a lot is like like the lies or um like I follow the NBA and like they always they have the Centel account and they always just make up stuff, but it gets everyone like everyone believes it for a second who like follows it. So it's just it's just easy to spread just make up shit. And Pisces, what they're like the number one liars, right? They always like try to make up. They always try to put on a front because they think that they had to be something, you know. But yeah, it's not like that.
yeah,
Pisces got to learn that lesson, right? They gotta learn that you don't have to like lie or like pretend to be like this way just to impress people because you're already special. You're already special to everyone.
yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. As a Pisces moon, I do be capping sometimes. It's all good though. I do be capping sometimes.
I don't know,
Um,
Cap. I never lied in my life. Don't even know how to. Aries Mercury.
yeah,
How do you lie? How do you bullshit?
yeah. Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, I think, out of every social media app, this is kind of uncorrelated, but I think out of every social media app that has the most information just in general, I think it's TikTok. Like, if we're just talking straight information, I think it's TikTok. What do you
I
think?
feel like you don't go to TikTok to find news. Like you go to you. Sometimes people go to X to like find out like breaking news. You know what I mean?
When I say information, I mean like knowledge. Like, I mean like not just the
You think
news.
not? I know. Well, knowledge. Yeah, I feel like TikTok is like the repeats of like the original knowledge. Like you got so many people talking about the same subject that it's hard to filter out what's right unless you use your intuition.
Yeah, I would say like out of all the signs, not signs, sorry, out of all the social media platforms that we just named, the ones that have the most information, this is just my opinion. I think number one is TikTok. I think number two is YouTube. I think number three is Instagram. And then I think it's Twitter and information on Snapchat. You're just going to find blogs, like just like influencer and celebrity news. And the reason I say YouTube second is because like you can look up anything on YouTube, but it won't put it in your face immediately unless you look it up. The thing about TikTok is obviously they listen to you. Obviously they take your data. So they know what type of information that you're looking for. YouTube, you have to like craft the algorithm. Like, God forbid, bruh, God forbid you watch like one streamer clip on YouTube. Now your whole fucking like
Now you
shorts,
suggested the whole thing.
you're fucked. I've made like accounts and I've tested it out myself. Like, what happens if you make a new YouTube account and you just like watch one short of one thing? I think like I watched like a Blueface clip and like the rest of my shorts was just Blueface and it's like holy shit. TikTok is not like that. TikTok will give you a variety based on who you are and what you entertain in general, not just based off of like one video that you looked at for more than 0.25 seconds. That's why I say TikTok low key got more information and it's a Virgo because it's like it's just you're receiving information.
And that's a very Virgo breakdown too. The fact that you said that you even made an account to like test the algorithm. That's like, dude, come on, don't get more Virgo than that.
Hey man,
Look,
I,
that's kind of a little bit Aquarius too,
yeah,
because you're kind of like with the technology. It's like new advances of the technology.
mm,
That's good. Yeah, that's a good. That was cool that you shared that though, because
yeah,
that's something we all deal with. But I mean, half the time we're not really thinking about that. We're not really aware of how much the phone's listening to you and how much it's crafting your algorithm. And it's like, damn, why is my TikTok feed so good? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Or they follow, or they're looking at my post and see what I'm posting about, and then they're connecting other accounts that are talking about similar stuff. The technology is crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't think Instagram is really a great place for information unless you follow a bunch of accounts that come across your page. Like Instagram, most likely, it's gotten better, but Instagram will most likely give you information based on what you like and who you follow, not what you watch. Like YouTube and TikTok are different in that sense because it's more so based on, it's not about what you like. It's about what your attention span goes towards more, like how long did this person stay on this video? Instagram is not like that. Instagram, you have to double tap and then they start
It
recommending the
goes
shit.
by likes. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But YouTube is kind of like Instagram, but a little bit better. I just think Instagram, the information is more selective, and if you're not, trying to be informed, you're just gonna get degeneracy.
But yeah, also Instagram and YouTube listen to your shit too.
Oh
Not
yeah,
as much with like the algorithm, but like I remember like ads, like any ads that pops up, it's probably something they heard from you talking out of your phone. And Instagram does that all the time.
right. Yeah, no, they definitely do give you the ads. That should be annoying as hell, especially when you're like hungry. That should be mad annoying. Um, Instagram, all of them definitely watch or fucking, steal our data or whatever the fuck. I just think the way they present the information is like way on a lesser scale for Instagram and Twitter. I can't really speak too much on Twitter. I don't even know
Yeah, I'm
if
not
you.
on there really.
Yeah, I can't really
I
speak
hope
on
they
that.
they should steal our data from our live stream and then share it to everyone in the world so that everyone sees it, right?
Yeah.
Yo, let's talk about another platform though.
All right.
For anyone in here, we're talking about social media platforms and given a zodiac assigned to each. And we said TikTok was Virgo, Instagram was Libra, Reddit was a Sag, YouTube is Cancer, Snapchat Aries, Twitter Gemini, and that's where we're at right now. And if you missed the breakdown, and if you're in here and you want to hear about it more, we'll put it on our channel so you can go and hear what we were talking about earlier. But the next one is LinkedIn. This is pretty easy.
Yeah. LinkedIn Capricorn. It's just
Yeah, it's
business.
about business, status, getting jobs, corporations.
A lot of fucking politicians on there.
Alex Hormozy.
Yeah.
That's who I think of when I think of Capricorn. That dude just has businesses and businesses and business. He probably has Capricorn stellium.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people only use LinkedIn for jobs. Capricorns know how to fucking,
Capricorns do jobs.
yeah, Capricorns know how to work.
They know how to work people.
Facts. They know how to overwork themselves.
Yeah, they overwork themselves, but they also delegate a lot of shit out too. They are the delegators.
Nah, it's facts. Definitely facts. Yeah,
Capricorns love telling people what to do.
also facts. Yeah, I enjoy the Capricorn energy for you know, getting shit done, but when it comes to doing shit that is just mundane and, what I'm saying, just overly just exasperating, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I just hate Saturn, bro. I'm a Saturn Aries, but like I just hate fucking doing the same boring ass shit every day, man.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Capricorns don't mind it. They don't know how to have fun. Or
Yeah,
they do, but
unless
at a
they
certain level.
unless they are a higher octave Capricorn who knows how to, break the routine and pattern and, go out on the weekends and chase that, creativity. Yeah, a lot of Capricorns can definitely get stuck in a rut in a routine, kind of like Virgo, but on even a more extreme scale because Saturn, man, just you know what I'm saying, routine and pattern
It's boring.
mixed with the need for like status and just success. You know, it can breed some very monotonous lifestyles for sure.
But you still need that Saturn, right? You still always got to have something that you're working on or working towards or building. So yeah, it's good to it. And if you do, you know, people we see every day in life, people who do those jobs, even the mundane stuff, right? Like the benefits at the end of it is crazy, right? Even if you're just doing like a certain, you know, you might have like a government job or whatever, but you get like the pension and all, right? It pays off, but you know, is the trade off worth it?
This is my problem with Capricorn, and I'm just going to leave it at this. At what point is it enough? Capricorns, at what point is it enough? Like, you get the bag, you get the job, you get the house, you get the car. At what point do you just sit
They
down
don't.
and,
There's no limit. They literally need to be like on top of everything.
yeah, bro, that's a
They don't
lot,
feel
bro.
secure unless they do run everything.
Like, Capricorns are the type of sign, and literally, you know, Capricorn is like, you know, if Cancer is the mother, Capricorn is like the father. You know, Capricorn is like the type of sign where, you know, it's not even about the fucking money. It's just the principle, bro. Like they be hardcore stuck on principle, and they swear that slaving is the move. I'm sorry, Capricorn, but slaving is not the move. It's not the move. It's never been the move.
Take some advice from your next sign, Aquarius, right? Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but they don't move in that way.
Yeah, slaving on some shit that you actually enjoy doing, or even slaving for the purpose of investing in what you enjoy doing, that's worth it. But slaving just to slave, nah, bro, that ain't it.
Just to say that you're doing this as just to do the routine, it's like, all right, congrats. Like you're doing a routine, you're doing a job or whatever. Here's your
Yeah.
award. Like there's other stuff you could do.
But you know, it's so interesting because you know, even if you think about social media in some way, shape, or form, if I were to really, people say Aquarius obviously is you know the social media energy, but on some real shit, I think it can be Capricorn too. I think social media can be Capricorn in the sense that you know a lot of people get on here and they grind, and you know a lot of these influencers and content creators, they just nonstop grind, live stream every day, and this is not a judgment. This is just what it is. Capricorn energy takes a routine pattern and it tries to make it a status, right? And you know, a lot of the people who get on here, they get online, they post content every day with the principle of, you know, eventually I will gain some type of status and outcome from it. And you know, there's there has to be a point where you have to do it for the love of the game and not for the love of the status. And a lot of people low key get lost in the sauce, I think, when it comes to the love of the status and not just the love of the ability to be able to express themselves and truly be who they are. And I think some of the greatest influencers, you know, they didn't get lit necessarily off of grinding. Don't get it twisted. They had to put in work and they had to, you know, routine and pattern it, but they got lit off of their creativity and how they, you know, expressed it, and, you know, it just kind of came to them. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I think, you know, when it comes down to the Capricorn energy itself, you kind of need it in every area of life, even, you know, social media, because if you're not constantly putting yourself out there, you are just a blip in the small existence
Yeah.
of the sea of online content creators.
Yeah, and
So
now is the time where everyone's on social media. Yo, Viv and Sook, what's up? Welcome. We're in a time, right? Social media. Everyone's trying to build their own individual brand, and like, right, the 10th house is like your status and business, right? So everyone's trying to put their business on social media so it gets more traction and stuff. Even if it's like their independent business or whatever, right? Another thing, I just looked up Jeff Bezos. I don't know why. Jeff Bezos just came in my mind. I said, "What's Jeff Bezos' zodiac?" And he's Capricorn. But that's where you were getting to with like the level of the status, right? Where it's like, are you doing it for the love of the game, or are you doing it for the love of the status? And then at that point, sometimes greed comes along with that. And I think of like these billionaires, whatever, who have all these companies, and it's like, yo, you made like billions of dollars. Why can't you just sell your company? And the dude did, but it took him a while. Like, dude was already set years before he sold it and all. But like at that point, like sell your company and like your life's set because of the stuff that you built because of your work. Why do you need to keep doing that stuff? Like you said, it's a principle thing when it's like you don't really need to put yourself through that shit now.
yeah, man, working just to work. I don't know, like, Capricorns are naturally hard workers and have the discipline to stay committed to whatever it is they desire. But when the commitment becomes purely based on external needs, whether that be money or fame or even, you know, somebody who you're chasing, it's just like at a certain point, you just have to sit down and just like evaluate why you're actually doing something, because then you're just working just to work and you're not like, you can't take any of this stuff with you. I think Saturn kind of like
But they got
shows
the Sag next to it, so they still have that Sagittarius energy near Capricorn, right? So that higher wisdom or that like that broader goal, right? So it's just if you're a higher octave or not, if you're using that.
Yeah, like this whole thing started because you said that you incredibly dislike Saturn. I, to a certain degree, understand Capricorn energy. I don't dislike it. I don't, however, understand the working just to work after you made it. Like, I don't understand
Yeah.
that. Everything else,
Like
the
why
put.
not enjoy what you built? Like why keep like grinding like if you already have it made? Like that's just a status like greed level of thing that I just don't agree with.
Yeah, bro.
Like what? You're setting up your like grandchildren's like third generation grandchildren up for success? Like is that your only goal in mind? Like
Yeah, man. There has to be an end goal that is more based on like who you are and what you actually want to, you know, accomplish more than like material wealth. There has to be more, because those things don't even exist past like this plane of existence. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I feel you. All right, let's I think we harped on Capricorn and fucking LinkedIn and like
Yeah, no, that was
and
my fault.
Saturn a little bit. I think we understand what the Capricorn energies and the Saturn energies bring and how they relate to like the social networks, social platforms. Um so yeah, let's do Facebook.
Shit, I don't even remember what we said for
We
Facebook.
said Leo just because like everyone just like posts
Oh,
whatever on there.
yeah, nah, people be posting anything on Facebook. And I think also Facebook, like low key, I think like people seek validation on every social media platform to a certain degree in different variations. But I think Facebook, like, people post like everything, like literally. There's like no bounds. People post people dying on. I mean, people post death everywhere. Let's start there. But like, people post like you'll be on your deathbed, like.
That's the shit on Facebook. I don't even own Facebook anymore. I used to be on there.
I,
There's
I
no
don't
reason for it.
I don't use Facebook.
I'm too young for it.
Yeah, me too. But like, it's just like it feels like everybody has a Facebook, but they don't use it, or at least like maybe they check it every now and then. I don't know, bro. All I know is like I've seen things on Facebook that you know I had not seen on other platforms, and it be coming from like family. It be coming from
Yeah.
people who you went to school with, and these people, coworkers. These people would never post these posts on Instagram, uh, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit. Like only somehow like Facebook. I don't know why like Facebook just attracts like the I need validation spirits. I don't know how to explain it, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but Facebook really attracts the I need attention Leo energy. I don't know, man. People be saying anything, posting anything. Like people be posting breakups and people be Facebook Live. People used to go crazy on Facebook Live, like all types of shit. Like people getting hit up on Facebook Live. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. Facebook gotta be some Leo shit. I'm about to look up when it was created.
What's that shit that Facebook reminds me of the fucking I feel like it could be air sign too.
It said Facebook was launched on February 4th. That's Aquarius.
Aquarius, yeah. The
This
social
is
network. The social network. You ever see the movie?
Leo. No, I haven't seen the social network.
That shit's like that movie, like that whole beginning of Facebook. That shit reminds me of Aquarius because it was like the first online platform. It was such new technology. You know what I mean? It changed the world and it connected everyone. That was like I mean, you could say MySpace though, really was probably before that, but Facebook was the big platform that got everyone connected.
Right.
But it was more, it's not like you're connecting across the world. You're more just connected in your community with people you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to elaborate with Facebook. Just 'cause I'm not really on there much, and I don't even know what goes on there besides a few videos that get sent to me.
I can't
They're usually not
elaborate.
even funny.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, Facebook memes be corny as shit, especially with
Not funny at all. Like my friends like religiously watching videos on Facebook. I'm like, dude, this shit is not funny at all, man. Like TikTok's way better, dude. Get on the what's it called memes? The brain rot shit. All right, yeah, we got a couple more. We're gonna go. We got to. We mentioned Quora. Quora. Right, what did we say about Quora? What zodiac sign is Quora? Taurus.
oh yeah, nah. This was kind of like odd, but yeah, we said Quora, we said Taurus, because people be Quora is like a forum that has like different life, like people just like have different categories for different stuff like food, traveling, culture, language, etc. And Taurus is all about skills and value, and whether that be providing value based on like your skill or what you know. Either way, I think Quora some Taurus activities, because a lot of Taurus energy is like predicated on like learning skills and just being crafty, and a lot of people go on Quora to like learn stuff, um, especially pertaining like trades and business.
Something valuable.
Yeah, like Quora be having some like We having some interesting stuff. I be getting astrology stuff from Quora sometimes, but I don't be reading it like that. But I be getting emails from Quora, and it's just interesting. You can just kind of like pick whatever lane of content that you want, and it will send you emails, and you'll get you know what I'm saying, you'll get recommended.
Yeah, I'm every time I go on there, they're asking for money.
Yeah,
Like I could see like one answer, and then the rest gets like cut off.
right.
But
Yeah,
it is
no,
a lot of there is a lot of astrology questions on there too,
yeah,
and at Q&A.
yeah, but yeah, Quora, Taurus. Also, I feel like just like it's just like a lot of it's like a lot of information, but at the same time, it's not. And you can kind of just like scroll through it and kind of just learn different stuff that you didn't know, kind of like Reddit, but it's not as chaotic. People don't be beefing and shit. People just be like trying to like really just lock in and like learn some shit off of it. So I'd say Taurus. I feel like that's a bad example, but yeah,
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best one you could put for it, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got one more left, and it's not. We just saved it for last because it's not as big as the other ones. I mean, maybe you could say it's big, but Discord. What zodiac sign is Discord?
Discord is an Aquarius. Facts.
Why is that?
This Discord is like the home of the gaming community. Like before Discord, it was Skype. Skype was what people used to use to game,
That's
or
true.
at least that was like my experience. But it was like Skype. Then Discord came out, and people started realizing that they could like have whole lobbies and shit, and like you know, as far as actual servers,
I think the
motherfuckers start.
server in general is a very Aquarius thing anyway. You know what I mean? It's a whole group of people. You have like a moderator. You have kind of rules and stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, servers itself are community and definitely Aquarian. So yeah, I say Discord is Aquarius just based off the fact that they operate more on a community, real like life community and or people that you meet online community. And it's normally predicated on gaming. I mean, there's plenty of Discord servers. There's a lot of illegal shit that be happening on Discord, bro. But most of Discord is predicated on gaming for the most part. So, yeah.
True, true, true. Yeah, I would agree.
What do you think about Discord? You don't use Discord, do
I'm not
you?
really on it much. Just like we'll use it as like another chat if we're like playing video games or whatever. Um, like I'm in a few servers, but like they're not. It's only like used there if like it's like the last form of communication usually. Like it's like a backup form if like we need to chat or like get in like a chat room or something. But usually like I'm in servers for like video games and stuff, and like nobody really ever is like asking people to play or anything or even posting anything. It's just kind of just there, and every once in a while I might get touched. But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean I've been on ones for like there's like sports ones. There's like when I was in sports betting, like there was like a bunch of sports betting Discord servers and such. But yeah, it's just a way to like have a community or whatever you got going on. Have a group of people to keep up with and stuff. So that's very Aquarius community orientated, and you have your whole network in that server. So yeah.
Right. No facts. All right. What are the last couple ones? Let's speed through these ones.
That's it. That's it. I think we hit them all. Really, we said. I'll just do a rundown too because we're pretty much finished up here. We got a full rundown of the list: the zodiac signs, attributed to social media platforms, right? So social media platforms as like astrology. First one was TikTok. It was a Virgo. TikTok's a Virgo. Instagram is a Libra. Reddit is a Sagittarius. YouTube is a Cancer. Snapchat Aries. Twitter is a Gemini. We said Quora, right? We talked about Quora, Taurus. We said LinkedIn is a Capricorn. Facebook is Leo. And we said Discord is Aquarius. And those are like the real main ones we really wanted to talk about. You know, there's other platforms, there's Vine and such, but you know, those are the main ones that we see every day, and we see the energies play out, and that's our best explanation and dissection of the energies for each of the social media platforms. Going to have a replay in each of our YouTube channels. This will be posted, the whole thing, if you want to go rewatch. So, yeah, check out our YouTube, check out our TikTok pages, give us a follow, engage. Yeah, we're normal. So if you ever you want to reach out, question about astrology, about your chart or whatever, hit us up, join the lives, and yeah, thanks for being here for our live stream number 4.
Yes, sir. That was episode 4. Yes, sir. We did that. Yes, sir.
This is number 4, yeah. So yeah, just give it another second because I think we just basically are an hour in, and yeah, we're trying to keep them a little bit down. We've been doing an hour and a half, hour 4, you know, hour 20. We're trying to do one of these every other day. It's tough to find a good time. You know, we're pretty flexible people, so it's kind of just whenever we can link up, and yeah, we enjoy chopping it up, giving out the energies and giving our 2 cents on everything, giving our 2 cents on signs and stuff. But yeah, there'll be more to come. Try to get it. Maybe we'll get us on a schedule that's like pretty normal. But for now, you know, no Capricorn energies right now.
Yeah, but no, we definitely got a formula for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to everybody who's supporting us, and yeah, we will see y'all in the next one.
Thank you. All right, peace.